that when you come.
Just grip, just dick around, just a little. There's nothing outrageous, but it was good pace and bounce. Oh, and again. Spin on the ride.
Unorthodox to say the least. I don't think you'll get this in a batting manual, but it's his style, his effectiveness at the top of the innings. Opens that front foot, he's able to make the adjustment. It's a length delivery. Now 2 boundaries to his name. Still on the right.
Yeah, I just wonder too, because Cyril Ryan will be aware of the pace of Fidel. If he can get it right up into his rib cage, tuck him right up. Corny went full, well bowled. Great comeback. That was honing in on the stumps from Fidel Edwards.
That's his most effective weapon as a fast bowler, Fidel Edwards, having the ability to swing that new ball, get it full. Really would like to see that short fine leg go back. Let's sit on the line, have that expectation of the short ball coming at him. I've seen him get out numerous times in the IPL against genuine fast bowlers with the short delivery.
Here you go, DG. Yeah, I'm hearing you. We've seen it quite a bit. I just think, yeah, you back yourself and say, deep square leg. Is it poor bowling or is it too much of a safety net? Whereas you could have the deep fine leg that if he clips it off his hip, that's cool. But that is a challenging stroke against Fidel's pace and ability. If he gets it right, Edwards, and it's up around the throat, grill high, then it really is challenging. You've got that man, it's sort of deep fine leg, it's squarish if you like, and you've got the third man. I like where you're going with this because you're setting fields for good quality quick bowling. There you go, right on cue. Hey, I'll fetch that. That's gone all the way. Hero maximum. First one, what an over. One done at 17 for none.
Big first over for the Night Riders. Sunil Narine showing his explosiveness at the top of the innings.
New borders, right time over. Lendl, right time over.
Just that one changed with Andre Russell back. He's come in for Hamal. DJ's back. Bravo. Sunil Narine. The big guns. And just what we were talking about. Look at the look away. You get that height right. Yeah, it's gone for 6, but that's a bit of luck in a way. And the extra pace and bounce. Yeah, but just got a little bit higher. That's why I'm with you, DG. I'd like fine leg back. Covers the one off the hip, but also, yeah, is a real weapon in terms of a catch down. Here's Majid. Leading wicket taker this edition. An economy of under 4. He's part of the reason why the Talawars have got such a better runs per over in the power play in terms of conceding. Look at this, DG. Last year, they went for 9.63, the most of any other franchise in last year's Hero CPL. 2020, they've cut it back to just over 7.02. And that, I'd say, is by and large to Majid and to Fidel Edwards getting it right.
Good selection in the draft as well. The leadership of this franchise recognizing an area of weakness and trying to rectify it in 2020. So far, so good.
Yeah, the variety too that I like in attack. There's spin of quality, no doubt, young Majid, and quality pace as well. from the other end. Whereas when it was Jerome Taylor and O'Shane Thomas last year, they disappeared big time. Pace on just kept going.
Swung away from Sunil Narayan at the last minute.
Down.
Talk about variety from Mujib. Here's an off spinner that bowls a curveball, tries to bowl a leg break at times. Don't know how to describe that one. That's an outswinger to the left-hander.
To bowl another one, but yeah, you're right. It's that extraordinary uniqueness of a flick out of the fingers, and that's what he does. An orthodox off spinner, and then this out of the front of the fingers. The curve and dip, and the control with a brand new ball. Fascinating.
Excellent stop here, Muji.
Only a few reasons why he's been so effective with the ball. Good over to start from Mujib, just conceding 3 runs, 20 without loss.
.6'6", strapping Bayesian, playing for Jamaica. Other side of 30 these days. Lots of experience. He not always, bowls in the power play. Is challenging, of course. And then at the death at times, so economy. Good to see Dre Russell back as well. See how much he bowls because of that famous left knee. Big name back, without a doubt. Andre Russell. Got Brathwaite. Not quite ready here. Someone getting excited in front of the side screen, you get that. But yeah, you need this guy, box office entertainment back.
The sensational Andre Russell doing his pre-game routine, getting his muscles loose before this contest. Gets another boundary, using the pace to the line, as we did see in that first over. I want to see Rahman Paul as captain react to this.
Length is so key. Yeah, love the leg up. It's the man who the stadium is named after. BC Lara about it. Oh, on the charge. Back to back, Sunil Narayan.
So far, deliveries with length, deliveries which were short, got punished. That's information that the Talawas should respond to, take nothing away from Sunil Narayan and the manner in which he's played. He is doing exactly what he's required to do and play the role that we've seen him play so effectively at the top of the innings with the bat.
Vinings up. Leaking boundaries here inside the power play are the Talawans.
Sunil Narayan, 5 fours. Brathwaite, yeah, just luring him forward. Finding the edge. El Dorado celebration from the big man, and the Talawahs will be relieved to see his back. Narain. 29 from 11. What a start. 32 for 1.
Knight Riders, one down in this power play so far. Colin Monroe, couple of ducks on the trot. First ball and a second baller. Still wonderful numbers in T20 this guy. Be mindful, will Colin Monroe. Lovely line, lovely length from Big Carlos, wide of the crease. And you're right, Darren Gann, just luring under the front foot. To be fair to Sunil, that's how he plays. Gives you a larret through the offside, you're a bit straighty. Calypso flick off his hip. He's played a nice little cameo. As Sunil, look at that, 29 off 11. Job done, son.
Three overs gone, 32 for 1. Alice Brathwaite wouldn't mind conceding 12 in his first over. He's got the prize wicket of Sul Narain. That will just slow that run rate down a bit. Lendl Simmons hasn't been in the best of form, so might want to take a little more time to get himself in on this surface.
Simmons has been watching the fireworks from the other end. Now Colin Monroe is out there to join Lendl. Mindful against this Afghan fella.
Just 89 runs before this game to Lendl Simmons in his 6th innings so far in Hero CPL 2020. It might be too high. That in itself will temper his approach. He's aware that he's fallen short of expectation. That's because he's had a very good season in 2019, Lendl Simmons. So he will be feeling that pressure of not scoring as prolific as he did in 2019.
Very good shout. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he's taken one. He's had to wear one to get back at the non-strikers end. Fidel with a rocket.
Yeah, he was a long way down. Monroe was searching for that single.
French cricket here. He's very square on. Just a couple of deliveries ago. I think that's a very, very good shout. Height sure. Still. It's bouncing though.
Keep it coming, Muji.
So side-on view will tell us more about the height in the thigh. Being struck, Lendl Simmons might have created some doubt in the umpire's mind.
Yeah, watch the spin out in the field. 4 done, 33 for 1.
Good comeback by the Talawahs. Spoke about that LBW shout in the last over. Yeah, I could understand why. The benefit went to Lendl Simmons. We've seen much more bounce at this venue as compared to the Queen's Park Oval.
Majid, sensational. Overall, in terms of his economy rate, 3.85, but in the power play, Majid was 3.66, I think, Lighton. Wow, just simply sensational. Only one off that last over of his, and then three off his first. Whew.
Just have a funny feeling that Lendl Simmons might try to make up in this Carlos Brathwaite's over. Might look to be ultra aggressive to Carlos because of what we've seen from Mujib. Let's have a look.
Well, make that 30 now. So 29 runs. The bowlers coming from our media broadcast end, led by. So yeah, they're loving pace on clearly. The obvious thing of ball coming on. So the challenge for Rodman Powell is about how he's going to use his bowlers. That mix of Mujib and other spinners. Look at possibilities with Lamak Chani, of course, in the lineup. When do they use him?
Lovely shot. Monroe. Haven't seen this often from him. He's a strong player square of the wicket. This should feel very good for the left-hander. Look at the balance. Exquisite from the New Zealand international. This runs for 3 innings.
Feeling good for Monroe. Get underway like that. Comeback Carlos. Let's have some liftoff. El Dorado. Skycam. Those wonderful pictures. Vista shots all around the ground and out to the coast, up the motorway.
Come on, take off. Get moving.
Oh, it's been put down. There's a life. Carlos was celebrating. Straight into the bread basket and back out again.
Jermaine Blackwood, what are you doing? Simplest of chances. Didn't have to move. Struck firmly. Straight into his lap. In and out. My word. Yeah, frustrated Carlos Brathwaite. Quite rightly so.
Wow. Dig a hole, Jermaine. We love a fresh battery, eh? Get a fresh battery. Carlos will be ripping his hair. Holy schmoly. 5 done.
Operator. That's gone for 6. That's a hero maximum for Lendl Simmons. Just 4 or 14 deliveries previously, so he needed to get a move on.
Pressure, there's no doubt. He was lucky that he had Narayan at the other end, but this ball just drifting down the leg side and enables him to clear that leg and just swing to that short side. The leg side of batting from run scorers in the Hero CPL from year by year after year.
And that is Tom Moody's injury. The player utilize the strength and weaknesses of this academy ground when they are fielding and when they're batting. But also a very important innings for Lendl Simmons. Mentioned before, for me, when and a number of teams in this tournament, as we head towards the semi-finals, you lose, you go home. You want to know as a team who your best opening batsmen are. If it is not Tom Moody, then you want to give the replacement Danny Morrison enough time to catch form and prove himself heading into that semi.
Well, I'd hate to think Danny Morrison was considered to open the batting, even on a good day.
It's the only name I could come up with because I saw him giving batting lessons to Rovman Powell this morning on the pitch. Now I can't conceptualize why Rovman Powell would even let Danny touch his bat.
Well, I'm a little bit gobsmacked, and I've asked Danny to come and explain himself.
I did it for Sachin Tendulkar, Calcutta, you got 100. So I talked to him, he wasn't a bad player, was he? I said, look, Sachin, this feels good. So I picked it up and just said, well, I'll tell you why, is that, Rothman, this could be a really good omen for you with having one of the former world record holders for Test match ducks picking up your blade. So he said, please help me.
Hold on a minute. So Sachin Tendulkar would not have scored 100 otherwise, you're saying, until you touched his bat?
Correct. Sometimes it's about good fortune. You know, the good vibe and the spirits out there, good karma, good vibe.
Man, go sit down.
Very good. Well, cricketers are superstitious, Ian Bishop, so you never know. Rothman Powell may sort of be thinking, well, that's
confidence more. One. Not necessarily in that over with Seals. Rothman with ball in hand.
just the 12 wickets. It's his 46th match, so not a huge return. Part-time bowler. We've seen him bowl a little bit more in this Hero CPL, and at times earlier than expected. I have to say, he would, as captain, be happy to get away with 49 for one after the power play.
Close? No, not close enough.
You're in.
No, says Joel Wilson as he walks away.
Maybe height, if anything, but I tell you what, really, at first, out, and I said off air, that's out. Change bound against the Queen's Park, and they're the adjustments the umpires have to make as well. They need to take that into consideration when they're preparing for the next match. What surface they're playing on, what are the conditions like? Hitting the back leg, everything looks good.
Found the guy of the ground, but Chadwick Walton has no chance at long off to stop it.
just to the left of extra cover.
Look what this tells us about the ability or inability of Andre Russell to bowl. That Rothman Powell is on very early in the innings. Russell playing, is he playing primarily as a batsman?
Excellent length. I think one thing you need to do as a bowling unit is make adjustments to what length is the right length to be bowling. And that was 2 balls to go. It's clearly a bit of extra bounce off that back of the length, so the message needs to get around the bowling group. This is the length and the line we need to be bowling. We need to be hitting that hard length and getting that steep bounce.
Another boundary through the huge expanse of offside play for Colin Munro.
7 of his 51. Yeah, this is just wet, too much width. The length was right, but it was 2-3 foot outside off stump, and it just enables. The line needs to be straight, and the length needs to be maintained on about that.
Sandeep Lamishane, 9 wickets so far this season, and an economy rate under 5. Mujib has been excellent wicket taking and economy wise, and this is a crucial time for Lamishane to come in and try to create pressure, even pick up a wicket.
Here we go, Sandeep.
Andre Russell is that slip once again. That tells you something.
First ball Ryan, second ball leggy.
So nice there,
Is he
Sandeep.
picking him?
So nice there, boy.
No. And it's quick turn. It's quick turn and bounce.
Here we are, fella. Here we are, the lad. Here.
When in doubt, sweep.
Lovely, lovely, lads.
Quite remarkable how many players aren't picking the leg spin bowlers in this tournament. We've got a number of world-class leg spinners. Sandeep Lamishane is one of those. Rashid Khan, Fawad Ahmed, just to mention a few, there's many more. The amount of batsmen that aren't reading ball out of the hand is quite remarkable. I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but it makes it very, very difficult to look at your scoring options. Spin and really spin again, shining. In there, out. Head over's gone.
Confirmation of spin versus seam. And a great spinner in his heyday, Gautam. have been 3. Sure.
I wish I could have been, but I was across the reggae boys, so I thought I would try and find some vibe in the stands. Any Trini fans here? Come on, show yourself.
Oh, good. I love my TKR team. And of course, we're going to win. You don't see me winning already. Oh, my God. Yes. What?
All right, that's enough. What a wonderful Hero Max right on cue. Beautiful boys there. Night Riders picking up Hero Maximum, but we can't make it all about one team. 2 teams playing out there. If I mention Trinity, the reggae boys. What about Jamaica?
Jamaica, me say. Jamaica. Welcome to Jamrock 2000.
As you can see, both teams are very well supported here. Rothman and company, don't lose heart. The stands are full of the vibe on both sides.
Excellent, Gautam. The thing about Alex Jordan is she can't lose in CPL. She can't lose. She's Barbadian. She has worked in Jamaica. She's a supporter of the Guyana Amazon Warriors. She loves the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And she loves Trini Carnival. Hero CPL.
What a nice position to be in. An unacceptable sin in this format of the game. And normally it's the captain who's got his head in his hand. On this occasion it's the captain that's having to bowl it. He delivers when he's having to a few little misfields. And now this no ball is not what they need.
Our COVID heroes, those on the front line who've done an exceptional job at office. I tell you what is also critical. If Russell doesn't bowl, now he may bowl, but if he doesn't bowl, I don't know how many bowling options Rahman Powell has outside of himself as one of the 5. So regularly used to bowl, I think, some leg spin. So if one of the main bowlers or 2 travel, it'd be intriguing to see where Powell goes or who he goes to. Providing Russell isn't bowling.
Today we would have seen it already. I think he would have declared his hand and bowled an over 2 up front. I can't see him suddenly coming into the attack after what we've seen as a response to the 5 specialist bowlers selected and their wayward start. So I think it's quite clear that he's not bowling.
Lovely.
In that situation, you've got 5 specialists. You need to trust them and go with them. 9 gone at 75 for 1.
If they continue along this rate, the projection is for the Night Riders to get to 167. We'll see how that turns out. Talawa's lead. A wicket or 2 or 3. You can get a lot of 2s on this ground if you push hard. More than at the Queen's Park Oval because of the huge expanse on the western side of the ground. Should I say, from this direction, left on your screen from this angle.
haven't got involved yet, it's time to get involved with Dream 11. You have to log on to dream11.com or just download the app. I'm sure a lot of you would have considered Son on the Rhine, particularly given he's back into the side with his all-round skills. He hasn't disappointed with a quick-fire 29. He's the only forward.
It's not been a convincing Lamishani. This is what the Talawas needed.
Down the ground for 6, and the turn and the bounce was his drinks break.
.78 for 2, approaching the game, and just a reminder of the beauty of that country, the mix of cultures that make it quite unique. Much to do, including a visit to the Blue Mountains and zip lining. Or you can go to Port Royal, historic part of Jamaica's capital city. The well, is when you look at the Hero MotoCorp leaderboard top mode, if one of the semi-finals are rained off, it is the position of highest on the short and important at this year. You can leave for granted here in
Beautifully bowled, just landing short of Russell. Seems to be really point already, but well as possible. But he and Bishop, they are the dominant side.
Morning to all who are tuned in wherever you may be for what we expect to be a high octane contest between these two powerhouses, three-time champions Trinbago Night Riders against
was width on offer, and this surface is proving the best one I reckon so far.
would not be bowling for the Jamaica Talawas. Facility here in South Trinidad.
Jeez, the leading edge. Yeah, I'm noticing that head-to-head. Really, Jamaica's the only franchise that has a positive against TKR in terms of matches played out on the right side of the leg.
Oh, by Andrew Russell, who's playing here today. Cricket, and an integral member of this Jamaica Talawas team. Not bowling in this particular contest, but certainly will be called upon the bat. 91 for 2. from Andrew Russell. Guess who's at the top? Andrew Russell. 40 deliveries and 42 deliveries. And guess who was the opposition? The Riders later on. Gill.
Superman averages 51 and a bit.
Spin, googly, you name it, has it. And hence he's trying to manufacture.
And you can see middle and off, so you get this reverse sweep slog going. Monroe.
And he's mixing it up really well. Lamichani. Leg spin and googly. Physiotherapist doing some work. Ensuring that that bit of strapping comes off. Another good delivery from Lamichani. Continues to create problems here on the surface. Rural from trying to be good night riders. Listen, comes off without too much pain.
So just a single, just two singles off that over. A dozen overs bowled, it's 93 for 2.
Yeah, they got off to a good start. The Trinbago Knight Riders, they have wickets in hand and a powerful batting lineup, a powerful depth in their team. So they'd expect to get up to that maybe 170 mark, the start that they've gotten so far.
Positive shot, mate. Wicket. Had to wait till just prior to the drinks break there in the 10th over. Straight after the drinks break. Wicket. Carlos been a little unlucky, got to say. Monroe dropped very early on. Now Monroe's got into the 30s at a run a ball. And Robin Powell says, look, Ricky, come back for me. These two, in terms of batting together for New Zealand, so lots of positivity about it. Yeah. Sammy, you and I would have called this now sleep.
What had happened? But just getting back to that point about the risky in terms of the team selection and the number of bowlers that you can call upon. Rockman Powell himself having to bowl perhaps a full quota, knowing they won the toss.
Jeez, wouldn't it be nice? Thinking of a song too. But with
I looked at this team in particular, and with the tribute with the bat, then it's going to be a tough proposition to restrict batting. Haven't fired consistently enough. Asif Ali had a good outing in the very first game and fell away thereafter.
Once again, just enlightened. He runs and Chadwick cane it over it. But Chadwick, well,
yeah, saw him in the lift on his way to the ground. I asked jokingly, of course, if he had his bat tag. Colin Monroe, that was the end, the over 5 from it at the end of 13.98 for 2, the Knight Riders. Yeah, Colin Monroe 33 from 33, and side foot 5 from 7. They want to accelerate. Ryan Mujib again, very frugal. Brathwaite. Powell himself already bowled 3, and Lamichani has been brilliant without getting the rewards in terms of wickets just yet.
A lot of work to do for some of those other bowlers at Lamakchani. So just 4 runs. We've had 7 runs of the last 2 overs for TKR. Bit of lifebuoy hand washing. You better believe it in these pandemic times. Cleansing. Clean hands to rip the throttle on this thing. The hero hunk. See a bit of Andre Russell reading that to pieces, tearing off from the stadium into the wild blue yonder. Charney with a bit of, but only a brace.
Another reverse sweep. Last one.
Yes. Well, I was just saying to his mate Conor Munro, this is how you do it. So Munro is normally very good at this as well. Has missed out on a few of those. Little Seifert, right-handed. Subtly different.
A brilliant spell from Flamicha to restrict this top 25. He didn't get good. And the acceleration along with Seifert. So 100, perhaps 170, 180 mark. Of the bowlers will be used. Powell has the bowl or has to find 1 over. Carlos Pratt with 3. Mujib himself has 2, along with Phil Edwards. So just 5 bowlers used so far. Kai Kam providing these wonderful images. This magnificent facility at Taruba, the Brand Academy. Carlos Pratt. And it went into the dugout. He got the elevation and got the result. So pressure back on the bowler. Look at it, into that dugout, just under the tent.
Oh, so taken it is. Good hands this time. And Seifert's got to go now.
Yeah, good catch from Sandy Blamichani. Nelson again does the trick as Danny Morrison would, but gets the reward, gets the breakthrough. Mika Talawas. This was his memorable knock a few days ago against the Barbados Trident. 9 sixes and really snatching victory from the jaws of defeat there. Tremendous power, the ability to get those miss hits, leading edges over in this contest. Good short ball again from Fidel Edwards.
The other one that just slipped through. If you can get it up around armpit, sort of throat height, you get that lovely angle coming back at Kyron Pollard. Yeah, and then he's in trouble if he decides to go horizontal against someone of Fidel's pace. Will be challenging for this guy. So yeah, extra man now goes back out in the deep. Fine leg is coming up inside the circle. Be able to rotate the strike. Now Sportsmax, for those get it downloaded. Get the lowdown. Oh, Skaggs. What a time.
Yeah, and we're at the business end of the tournament now. This is where things get interesting. The last 2 remaining group stage matches before we get into that semi-final stage where anything can happen, anything can play. Just 1 game away from that final, 1 game away from the opportunity to play for the CPL Trophy 2020. Karen Pollard will know that the bowling options to come, so he would factor that in. Mujib has 2. They still have a few overs to find, the Jamaica Talawars.
Gee, this over's taking forever. Left-hander Monroe. Join.
Five bowlers used so far by Rockman Paul, with the exception of Mujib, who's got 2. Other bowlers are still with 1 over to come. Lamachani is finished. His economy rate excellent, Sandeep Lamachani. Reverse option chosen by Monroe. Gets a good result.
Well, innovation's important in this format of the game. We've seen players come up with all sorts of different deliveries, but we've also seen players come up with all sorts of different shots.
And again, beats the fielder on the sweeper fence to his right. That's how good that shot was. Had control, had placement.
Yeah, this one squarer than the previous one. The one before was hit well in front of square, but this one's nearly dead square. So hard for the captain when you've got a batsman that's prepared to play the conventional sweep and also the reverse sweep. Really does throw your field placements. Just wonder why Russell is still at slip on the leg or the offside, just to
Four runs conceded by Mujib in his first 2 overs. Already 9 runs from this over. I'm sure he'll fancy his chances bowling to Karen Pollard. Rockman Paul might think he has a good chance of getting Pollard out early. Dream 11 Fantasy League highest point scorers this season. Mohammed Nabi 499. Mujib, who's bowling at the moment, second on that list. Chase, Emrit and Holder also featuring.
potentially carrying a little bit of an injury with me, but stationary in front of them. Whether that be a point or a cover, still not to be.
Only 6 fours and 1 hero maximum conceded by Mujib in the entire tournament. He's gone 120. Rockman Paul, the captain of the Talawars, give us an opportunity to showcase what the plans are for Karen Pollard. I think that's a big aspect of this year's Hero CPL. How do you contain Karen Pollard? We've seen his power in the death overs. Many teams have spoken about Pollard. Him out, ways of containing that power play we've seen.
We can guarantee that for the coaches and bowlers debate top. That's going to be called. And what we've seen so far adopted is that wide Yorker approach and that wide slow ball. Now, I think that, you know, there needs to be another option considered, and I mentioned in the previous game when Pollard did have his time out in the middle, and that is to bowl round the wicket and target that leg stump, target the batsman's heel or ankle, and just stop him from allowing him to have his hands free, because he's so powerful. You slightly miss that Yorker, whether it's wide of the stumps or not, it's disappearing.
It's been an option. I think if you've got a little bit of mystery, you can get him out.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, it's a very, very good option, but they've got to be encouraged to spin the ball. Borderline wide, that borderline. Yeah, there's no doubt, but one of the things that spinners can do, whether they're the mystery spinners or not, they can sort of, under pressure, forget the most important thing, and that is to get revolutions on the ball, spin the ball, get the ball.
But he does it well on this occasion.
Yeah, Power looking for that wide Yorker again, and a little bit of move across the offside, which enables him to fetch this ball, which was probably about 2 foot outside the line of off stump. But because it was full, that's it. Such a consistent performer, albeit his slowest half century in CPL's history. Very difficult for Powell here. He's moving across the crease, he's moving down the crease on this occasion. So he's finding the length, he's finding the line that he's wanting to deal with. Around the
few fumbles, drop chance.
Yeah, they seem a little bit down in the field, don't they? They don't seem to have that spark, that urgency that's very much required in this critical contest. But TKR, they're sitting pretty. They're on top. They haven't lost a match. You'd think the Talawars were doing everything in their powers to create a positive vibe out in the middle, even if it's against adversity.
Can he finish well? Goes for a while, will need to reload. He's going at 11s now. Rothman Paul. As mentioned earlier, only 5 bowlers. Just want to reiterate that point you made, Tom, about spinners getting the maximum amount of revs on the ball. In that contest, when the Tridents took on the Knight Riders, Aiden Walsh Jr., I felt didn't focus on spinning the ball. Bowled with too much pace. That's your greatest asset as a spinner. No ball, cardinal sin as a bowler in T20 cricket. It's going horribly wrong here for the Talawars. Second no ball for Rothman Paul.
Yeah, that's not even close. And that just shows you again the lack of bowling and experience with the ball in hand that Rothman Powell's got, and for him to be the 5th bowler, it's a big ask. So free hit.
Might just arouse him enough for this innings. End of the 17, 142 for 3. 18 of the last over. Skyscraper. The last one. Rugman Paul finishing his 4 overs, conceding 46 runs. Karen Pollard, Colin Munro will be thinking about getting close to 12 runs per over from here on in at minimum. That will take the Knight Riders to 178 if they do so. This is what all teams are playing for. Knight Riders, 3-time champions. Starts well, Mujib.
Well, the spinners have done their job, there's no question. Sandeep Lamachana has bowled his 4, 1 for 20, and now Mujib in his last over has only gone for 14. He hasn't got a wicket yet. A little bit unlucky.
We spoke about Colin Munro getting 2 noughts in his previous 2 innings. We spoke about this being his slowest half-century in CPL's history. In fact, it's his slowest out of his 39 50s in his T20 career. And you can understand why. Not being amongst the runs in previous innings. Here he is. Just putting in that extra effort. Giving time for Pollard. It's his bat.
It's a bat struggled against the spin.
Wow, what amazing power. But just enough to get over the line.
Certainly on.
And again, well, he's surely awakened in this innings. Pollard, he was watchful at the start, but recognizes the need to get balls.
This shows you the fine line, doesn't it? That ball that he missed, that he threw his bat away to the leg side, just missed the off stump by the hair. And the next 2 balls going for 6 and 4. So a comfortable one into the leg side to finish the over, and Pollard remains on strike. It's 154 for 3.
The Knight Riders would have spoken about this man centre of screen. This is the first time he's gone wicketless.
Hero CPL.
There's Edwards. This time not power and muscle from
Yorker, and the ball disappearing over wide mid on for 6 is a coming in strength to couple runs.
what control aggression is about. He's into his second. Glenn Phillips in this match. Feet joined 16 sixes for Lewis and Pollard. The singles.
Ones are as important. You asked me a couple of overs, and this is a really good example. The legs also encourage the bowler to bowl round the wicket in at the batsman's leg stump or the batsman's to that leg. You're protecting that shorter side, and you're asking the batsman then to consider something different. Maybe I've got to step away and open up that offside. By doing that, you're creating you're creating an option where the batsman's going to be off balance and power.
Monroe. Play time.
Big gap.
Just tips the back leg as well to get the elevation to go under the ball. Monroe misses out this time.
Well, another half century for Munro. Talked about it not being his quickest, but still, it's an important innings. It's been the backbone to the TKR's innings so far. Played a lot of reverse sweeps, challenged the spinners with that change.
The Tallawahs just short. And he's best at 70 with the bat against this opposition team. 3. Where will they finish? Need him strong. Goes wide. The umpire six.
Yeah, pretty fair call. Change of side, but it's just Pollard to reach for it. Doesn't have any protection behind square on the offside or square of the wicket offside. No balls.
Again. Against Karen Pollard, 3 deliveries. Deliveries, Karen Pollard confines him to 1. Monroe. This is brilliant, excellent here from Monroe. Making the adjustment at the last minute. You can understand what Brathwaite was trying to do. He tried to follow him, but he was equal to the task. Just helped it along its way.
This is a very timid finish by the Tallawahs, you'd have to say. Yes, they're under enormous pressure with a set batsman in Munro and an informed batsman in Pollard, but they've got to be better in their discipline. By all means, not an easy task bowling at the end of an innings in any format of the game, but particularly in T20. And it's even harder when you've got the likes of Pollard at the crease, an informed top order player like Munro.
Pulled away. It's the fielder. By the Knight Riders against the Barbados Tridents earlier. CPL 2020. Should get a wicket. Might just have a chat about the height where that delivery finished.
Yeah, both the standing umpire and the square leg umpire getting together, just double checking the height. And that would be rubbing salt into the wound if this is called no ball. There'll be another ball that'll need to be delivered at a free hit.
to make that determination as a fair delivery. So Monroe will be dismissed as we come to the end of the innings.
Monroe, 4.